So, Craig, if I can just go back to you, what's that journey been like for you? I think you completed the chair certification earlier this year, so it's only been it's not a long time.
Long time.
Yeah. So what's that journey been like for you, and how has it been different for you on a personal note for the work of being a chair?
Sure. I left the corporate world, and I've been at C-level, MD level for about 20 years in the corporate world. I left that last year, and I was really struggling with how that plays out for someone like me. I like to think of myself as a deep generalist. I'm not a specialist, and I was trying to work out how did I fit? How did I fit in this environment? And coming across the chair role, the certified chair role, really helped me understand how I could actually help fit inside the framework of advisors and business. So the journey's been really accelerated. I'm quite stunned at how fast it's been, and I know there's a couple of questions in the chat about how many companies have I chaired, and I'm chairing 2 at the moment. I've chaired 4 in recent times, but it's been really fast, and it just helps me frame how I fit in, and the real value I can add to organisations.
Can I just ask both of you? We have a lot of people that are chairing advisory boards, establishing advisory boards without any frameworks and without the credential. And I think there's an issue long term of having so many variations for the sector without having some quality standards. But it's not regulated and legislated, and people don't necessarily know. Why did you go through saying, I really want to do professional development in this space? And I'll ask you both, but Craig, I'll start with you. Why did you go down that investment path?
So I was chairing and without the frameworks, and I really felt that I needed some help, and I could see gaps, and I needed something to actually guide me. I needed that foundational piece. I had, spent all the years in corporate, I've got so many different models and stuff coming out my head. I was like, how do I land that? And the certified chair investment actually helped me really get that foundation settled, and being able to then replicate that across multiple different companies has been incredibly useful for me. Where before that, I was actually creating everything new from scratch the first time for every company, and I was wasting their time as much as mine. And that's why I wanted to find a way to actually get a foundation, and that's why I chose to do it.
You mentioned earlier that helped you to build some scale. How does that help you?
Massive scale, because you can actually replicate the framework, or 80% or of the percentage of the high percentage of the framework, and even across every organisation. So it helps you get action happening faster, so you can actually move the business forward much more quickly than if you're building it from scratch.